We will be reacting to AITAs that we found on Reddit.
We're your hosts.
I'm Haley.
I'm Julia.
And this is Janina.
Welcome to the Neighbors Pod.
Okay, I'll go. Am I an asshole for slapping a teenager? I, 32 female, was at a water park this last weekend with my husband and my daughter. We were in one of the pools practicing swimming and keeping to ourselves. There's a group of teen boys there, and while I was working with my daughter on swimming, one of them came up behind me and I felt a tug on one of the strings of my top. I spun around and saw this 15 to 17-year-old with a smirk and slapped him. This quickly caused a scene. The park staff got involved as well as the boys' parents, who were livid at me. My husband and another lady saw it happen too and confirmed that he really did grab my top. There was also a camera around the pool and that kind of showed it, but it wasn't the best angle. The boys' parents threatened assault charges, so I threatened sexual assault charges if they decided to go that way. Eventually, we were both asked to leave, and I haven't heard anything since. My husband, though, still thinks I overreacted a bit, which I don't. Am I the asshole?
No.
The way that when you read that story and you said that all she did was slap him, I think my immediate reaction would have been to absolutely just punch whoever touched me while I'm teaching my daughter how to swim. Like, I don't know you, you're a stranger, and you're just gonna come up and touch my top?
He was trying to untie it so it would come off.
But that's very clearly a very sexual thing to do. Like, that's such...
But the argument there is that they're minors and that she slapped a minor. Which I guess in the law is wrong.
He sexually assaulted her, though.
Which is crazy.
That's self-defense.
Yeah, I agree.
I just...
What if they were alone in the hot tub?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if he actually did succeed and then she still got in trouble for exposing herself in front of a minor?
True.
Like, there's no way she could have won that.
Yeah, that stinks.
And that kid just gets away with it. And he gets to just be a piece of shit and just keep doing that to other women. Because he just learned that he can do that and not get any repercussions.
Yeah.
And, like, what if he tried to do that to someone that was younger at the pool? Then it'd be, like, a real problem. So I think she had to set him straight.
Oh, good for her for slapping, because I don't know if
I don't think I would slap anyone.
I think I might turn around and punch him.
But really, though, like, if you were there...
how old was the kid? She's like
instant,
3.
like, you don't know if it was an accident, and you're, like, decking them.
If I know it's not Alec in the pool, like, if Alec is, like, sitting tanning, and it's just me and the kid, and someone comes up and is trying to undo my top, I'm decking them.
No, but it's a public pool, so there's multiple people in the pool.
I will deck you. Do not touch me. I don't know you.
I don't think my first reaction would be to hit somebody.
Me either.
I wish I was that person. Like, put up a fight.
I'll never be that person.
Nah, people get too close to me when, like, at parties and whatnot. I'm like, get away. I will shove you away from me.
You're a pusher at the bar.
I am the pusher. I'm the girl you want in the group, because I'll, especially, like, to the men, just, no, get out. I will elbow you. I will step on your toes. I will make your life so miserable so that way you will get away from me if I do not want you. Like, if you've just popped my bubble and we're in the same bubble now.
Okay, her husband got mad at her?
Well, he said that she overreacted, I think.
I don't think that's an overreaction. I feel like he should be more protective of his wife.
He's underreacting.
Yeah. He should have, like, talked to the boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, man, that's not how you're going to get laid one day.
Yeah, that's the conversation they needed to have.
With the minor. Come on, you guys.
I know. Maybe he just thought it was a silly prank, but it's, like, not a silly prank.
But he's, like, not a kid.
He's a minor.
How old was he? He could be 15 to 17.
15's like a baby.
I think you still know that, like when we were growing up, did any of the guys from our grade ever come up to our tops like that? Would they have done that to a random stranger, let alone their friend?
Yeah, like, stranger is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm totally agreeing with her.
Yeah,
she's so not the asshole.
She's not the asshole.
That kid, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Wonder what he's up to right now.
I hope he learned his lesson.
I hope so too. Treat people with kindness. Don't touch people.
Okay. Okay. My first one. Would I be the asshole if I tell my aunt that she needs to replace my baking tools she threw away? Okay, so some context for this. I love to bake, and last year I spent a pretty penny buying a set of baking utensils that I love. My aunt asked me if she could borrow them last week, and I said okay, but that I would need them back by today because I plan on baking my friend a baby shower cake.
Aww.
I went to her house this morning to get them, to only find out that she threw away several of my utensils because they quote-unquote broke. To be clear, the heads on some of my utensils pop off to be washed in a dishwasher since the handles were wooden. She thought they broke because of this, and instead of calling to tell me, she just threw them away. I'm going to buy new ones today so I can bake the cake, but I want her to buy me the same brand of the ones that she threw away. Not the whole set, just the brushes and spatulas. It'll only cost her $20 to $30 at most. So would I be the asshole if I tell her she needs to buy me new ones?
No.
She should ask them. Yeah.
She should ask.
I just agree. But I feel like you can't lend something out and expect to get it back.
Really?
I feel like you just have to, I don't know. There's some people, but like others, you just know that if you're giving something away, like there's a chance you might not get it back.
That's why I hate lending people things.
Exactly.
Because of that reason.
I will only lend it out knowing that I'm confident the person will give it back.
Right. They have to
I'll
like
lend
earn
it out to like you guys or like immediate family.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
But if it's her aunt, you'd think that she'd be fine. And, well, I guess, did she return the handle of it without the piece, or she just threw it out?
I think they threw out everything because she thought they broke.
Because my first reaction was, what if she stole them and then lied? And she's like, oh, they broke, sorry. And she just kept them.
The conspiracy for $20 baking supply.
But then if she's going to see her, that would be so silly because you'd be able to know what's in their house. Oh, gosh.
I know.
But also, this is just another thing. Why are people so stupid? If it's a clean break, Google the product and see
I know.
what's on.
People are stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I'll relate it to like myself. My niece likes to bake, and should she in the future buy her own baking supplies and I need to borrow them for some reason, and I just saw them falling apart, first of all, I think I'd call her crying and be like, I don't know what's happening. Please come over.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. And then she'd be like, LOL, like it's supposed to do that.
Yeah.
It's fine. Or
Yeah,
if I really did break it, I'd be like, I feel terrible right now. Let's go to the store. Let's go shop Amazon. Like, just tell me what it is, and I'll give it to you.
Another part of this is that the aunt didn't give it back until the day of the baby shower or bridal shower or whatever. And this person had to go to the aunt's house to get it. Like, she didn't even give it back to them.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
I don't think she's the asshole for asking for it to be, like, reimbursed.
No.
Mm-mm.
But I feel like you just have to know this person's character. You had to have expected that to happen.
Or, like, is it a one-off? And, like, the aunt isn't usually like this?
It doesn't sound like
Is
it.
she more reliable?
But also, if the set is just $20, I get the principle of it, but, like, just buy it yourself.
Yeah, it would be crazy if it was way more.
Yeah.
The whole set together wasn't just $20. It's just those pieces that broke are $20 to $30.
Which that kind of is a lot, I guess. I don't know.
Like, my mom is into all that stuff. It gets pretty pricey pretty quick.
I was thinking that too. I was imagining, let's say, a
For
spatula.
fondant to roll it out.
She said the handles are wooden.
Yeah.
So the spatula.
So maybe
with
the
the
top
rubber.
just pops off so you can so you don't.
Why would she throw that away? That's so stupid.
You can imagine that you look at it and it definitely has some type
An
of input.
indentation, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God. Not
At
the
least
asshole.
call her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the
Like,
communication?
Hey girl, I'm trying to clean them. I think it broke. Please don't kill me. But what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pure inconsiderateness.
Yeah.
So, in the theme of my life, which is bridal, I have from one of my little bridal groups that I'm in, Am I the Asshole? Sorry, going to be a tad long. No one's name is mentioned, and I'm obviously not going to say the girl that posted this. So I went for a dress try-on to see if I could still find something I like, ... Well, my sister ended up coming and didn't have a good attitude the whole time. I was in the dress I found that I liked, and she caught an attitude that got in my face, so I kind of pushed her back and told her go outside. That's when she grabbed me and tried to punch me until my mother-in-law and my mom stepped in. She almost hit my mother-in-law in the process. Needless to say, I came home with scratch marks and a bruise on me. Oh my god. My mom thinks I'm overreacting by not having her as a bridesmaid anymore. Quite frankly, I don't even want to invite her at this point because this isn't the first time. What? So I didn't read this. I just shot at it. So I'm just wondering if I am in the wrong. I feel like she ruined part of my bridal experience, and my fiance thinks that she will ruin more if she's invited.
Yeah.
You're definitely not that. Like, your sister, I don't want, like, she tried to beat you up / assault you while you're trying on your wedding dress.
That's so crazy.
What the like, I don't care how bad of a day she's having. Like, literally, what could have provoked her to think that was okay? And she's also then attacking the mother-in-law, like, in the process, while they're trying to break up the fight between the two of you. And then you had bruises and scratches on you? Girl.
That's embarrassing.
That's really embarrassing.
How could you ever be the asshole?
I'm wondering if they are banned from the store.
I know, that's such a tranquil environment to be brawling.
Probably. But there's a lot of bridal stores. Like, hopefully that's not the only one, and hopefully it doesn't travel.
The sister needs a reality check or something. Like, what could you be so angry about?
Literally. I don't know.
Maybe she got in her bubble.
I will elbow you. I will step on your toes. I will make your life so miserable so that way you will get away from me if I do not want you. Like, if you've just popped my bubble and we're in the same bubble now. The fact that it's when she found the dress that she liked.
Yeah, that ruins
like, that
it.
would have been her dress and you just, like, shat on it.
Yeah, literally.
No way she picks that dress anymore.
You don't think so?
I wouldn't.
Because then you're going to look at it and be like, oh, remember my sister tried to punch me in there?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's tainted now. It's supposed to be, like, the dress that you, like, wear on one of the happiest days of your life, and your sister, someone who's supposed to love you dearly, fucking beat you up.
Can you repeat why she punched her? What was the reason? Why did she punch her?
Her sister ended up coming and didn't have a good attitude the whole time. When she found the dress she liked, she caught an attitude and then got in her face. So she pushed her back away from her and told her to go outside. And then that's when she grabbed her, the bride, and tried to punch her. And then that's when the moms came in.
So I actually wonder how hard the bride pushed her sister. Because imagine she gave her like a hard shove.
I'm just
Because if
picturing a
somebody
movie.
shoved me, I'd be like, yo, what's going on, you know?
But, like, if Emma got up in your face like that, would you not be like,
yeah, no, I would push her, but I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
But what
Emma
if,
wouldn't do that.
what if the bride is like marrying the sister's like ex-boyfriend or something?
Tea.
There has to be tea. Why would the sister act like that? Literally, there's no reason.
She was on her period. And I don't even mean that in like a... Oh,
Julia hates women.
I don't even mean it that... But like me personally, when
Julia, the woman hater?
I knew as soon as I said that it sounded bad. You know what I mean? You're in a bad mood.
But okay, would you invite the sister to the wedding?
I would.
You have to.
We're the biggest pushovers.
But I think, depending on other circumstances, like if this isn't the first time or first scenario that anything like this has happened,
Yeah.
I think degrading her to just be a normal guest attendee instead of having her in your bridal party is so fair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she just beat you up.
Yeah.
Or try to. I don't care how heated you are. I've never thrown hands with my sister. Like,
Imagine the husband hearing that the sister-in-law beat up his mom.
could you
That's
imagine?
crazy.
She goes home to her fiance with like fucking scratches and bruises on her, and then has to say, "My sister beat me up."
You should see your mom.
Yeah. That is so bad.
No, that's horrible. I mean, it's just immature. Who are these people? Like, I can't believe a real human, like, recently sent that story in.
And they put that in a public Facebook group.
Yeah, I would do the anonymous post.
Yeah, they didn't even do it anonymously because you can do that. And Facebook, you can post stuff
I want to
anonymously.
look on your profile later and see what the sister looks like.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the thing again to see if there's an update.
Am I the asshole for having my tip removed at Subway? We went to Subway. We went to Subway. I'm so sorry.
So we were at Subway.
Subway. Okay. We went to Subway where my husband and I each ordered My husband and I each ordered a pretzel. and my 2 nieces each ordered a foot long.
Guys, let's just pause.
A few moments later.
We went to Subway where my husband and I each ordered a pretzel and my 2 nieces ordered a foot-long sub. I'm the only one who got a drink, which they promptly handed me an empty cup and a straw to fill myself. When we checked out, they added an automatic 20% tip, which equaled $8.51.
The tip?
The total. Oh, actually, the tip. Okay, the tip.
Wow.
I was indignant and made them remove the tip. I said, I do not owe you a tip where I have to stand to order my food, get my own drink, and clean up after myself. I should add that I live in Washington State. Minimum wage is $16.28 an hour. The tipping pressure is real here, and there are more than one place that has an automatic tip set to 20% unless you see to change it. Which may have been the case, but I did not see where I could have changed it before they charged me. Tell me, am I the asshole?
That's kind of crazy, tipping at Subway.
I know!
I actually watched a YouTube video, and tipping culture in America is just getting out of hand.
Nuts.
You can tip anyone for anything, and not all jobs need to get tips.
It's the stupid iPads. It's the iPads.
It's gonna ask you a question right here.
But the fact that, like, I don't mind being asked, because I'm at least getting the option to decline or give a tip if I feel like they deserve it or whatever. But to just automatically include it, no, that's so wrong.
And 20%, like, sure, you're at a restaurant, you're getting table service, that makes plenty of sense. But at Subway, like, if you have cash, you give singles and stuff. I'm not against tipping the workers, but the automatic is crazy.
And the automatic 20% is nuts.
Oh my gosh. I was down the shore and I accidentally pressed... Because this is another way they get you.
They do it reverse.
It was reverse. And I was just not even thinking. I pressed 25%. I'm like, I didn't need to do that.
It's crazy.
And half the time, the restaurants that have it on the machine, like, the baristas aren't getting that. They're not seeing it. So it's a ripoff.
Do you tip at Dunkin' or Starbucks?
Is it legal for them to do that automatically?
On the receipt, and it's there. I guess they can because it's technically labeled.
But, you know, like, I understand the automatic tipping when it's, like, a table of 6 or more is going to have an automatic gratuity.
Yeah.
But
would you tip at Chipotle?
I've never tipped it. Actually, when
I
I
think
get
that's a better equivalent.
But even
But
so,
that's
I
them
don't
delivering
think,
it.
Yeah.
They made it and are bringing it to you.
Yeah.
That's still a service. Like,
I think 6 years ago, I would not have tipped at Chipotle. But nowadays, I just feel pressured to because I'm like, oh, I should.
But, like, you don't go to Wendy's and tip.
No.
You don't tip at McDonald's.
Yeah. At my old DQ job, like, we relied on the tips.
I think ice cream is different.
I think ice cream is different too.
You think so? Why?
I feel like they're doing...
It's a novelty.
They're young kids.
Yeah.
That's what I always think. I'm like, oh, give them a tip.
I mean, there could be young kids working at Subway, too. I don't know. Maybe because lunch is, like, a necessity and ice cream isn't. Like, I tip on things that aren't necessities.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe. I've never really thought about that.
But at the store I used to work at, they changed the machine, and more people are using cards now. And apparently, I was talking to somebody that still works there. They said they don't hardly get any cash tips because people are like, sorry, I don't have cash. And they don't get what's on the machine on the card.
Who gets it?
The boss.
That's so effed.
They're the worst. That's why I always now I do the card tip because it's right there. But then I'm like, I hope they're even getting it.
Yeah. A good boss would split it with his workers, but his or her workers. But no. Oh my god. I thought it was going to be a funny, like, complaining story about a Subway clientele. But that's kind of fair.
Yeah. No,
I think they're not... but it must be so awkward to, like, ask the cashier to get rid of the tip.
Yeah. That's so embarrassing.
But they probably don't even get it.
Be like, can you give me the option to put in my own custom tip?
0.00.
You could throw $1. $8 is wild.
$8 is a crazy
So
tip
wait,
for
what
Subway.
was their total at Subway?
Sure.
If
the tip was $8, $36 would be $7.80. They spent $40 at Subway, so the bill became $48. That's kind of crazy.
Not for a pretzel and a foot long.
And how many people were there? 4 of them?
Yeah.
And it was like 2 kids, adults. You can go to Applebee's and eat all together for that same amount of money.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
And they deserve an actual tip at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tipping culture is so annoying lately.
It's getting out of hand.
Yeah. Okay. Am I the asshole for banning my roommate's girlfriend for touching my raw cookie dough? I rent a room to a lad called AJ. He's 31. He's dating Nina, 25, female. I don't mind if AJ has people over or anything, but Nina has been here a lot. I'm already annoyed because Nina always asks to borrow stuff of mine. Can I borrow a pair of pants for work? I forgot mine. Do you have extra face masks, or can I borrow lotion, tampons, socks? I've always told her no. I don't make a lot and I don't loan things. She was furious I wouldn't give her a pad, but I use a diva cup and period underwear, and I am not sharing those. She got mad I wouldn't loan her a dress for their surprise date night. I told her if she asks again for anything of mine, then she's not allowed back in the apartment. I told her to stop acting like we are friends and don't use my stuff.
Ooh.
Short of like medical things, like band-aids, she should go buy her own stuff. This led to AJ being mad at me for making her feel unwelcome. I said I don't want her around at all, and the next time it happens, I'm gonna ban her. He said she's not that bad. I ended up letting him know one more step over the line and she's gone. And if he breaks that ban, he can find a new place as he is month to month. Nina ended up being fine for a few days. I was making cookies from scratch. They come in from some date. She sees the cookies and asks the kinds. I tell her chocolate chip, and she comes over, sticks her finger in the dough, and takes a chunk. I got so mad, I told her to get out. She's banned. I didn't care. When AJ tried to argue with me, I said I'm not renewing his lease if she's not gone in 2 minutes. They left, and I am now being called an asshole by my friends. Am I the asshole?
Oh my god.
Well, no.
There's a lot to unpack here.
When she was like, oh, I'm not going to give her a pad, I was like, what? But then she said that she was a diva cup.
Yeah. I use a cup too. I cannot offer you of any menstrual assistance if you're at my apartment. I'm so sorry.
And you're not going to go out of your way to stock up for guests in your own apartment that you own.
If she's going to be there that often, she should pay rent.
Yeah.
Also, if you know that you're on your period or that it's coming, you carry that stuff with you. Like,
yeah.
You don't just... I don't know girls that are just walking around being like, actually getting surprised by their period.
Yeah.
Sometimes. You never know, but still.
But it seems common. It seems frequent that this girl's asking for things.
That's
She
funny.
just seems unprepared. Like, you know you're coming over to hang out. Just have stuff. Like, keep an emergency kit either in your car, keep it in his room when you're over. Keep an emergency set of clothes, including pajamas, casual clothes, and date night clothes. Like, then you're set. Like, if she's gonna be over that much, might as well just, like, give her a little corner of your room to keep, like, all her essentials there.
It's funny how the last one was about lending stuff, and she's like, I don't lend.
Yeah. Boundaries.
Yeah, I guess so.
She knows.
She has boundaries.
Firm boundaries.
But also, you sticking your hand in the cookie dough.
It's wild behavior.
Yeah.
That's pretty
You
outlandish.
don't live there. That, like, that draws
Even
the
then,
line.
if, like, my brother was baking, I wouldn't, like, go in there. At least get a spoon.
Yeah. And ask.
Who you don't even know who they're for.
Exactly, yeah. She's crazy.
So do you think that this girl was right for kicking essentially both of them out?
Yeah. She warned him.
She did.
She did warn him. They had a talk.
Yeah.
And the fact that the boyfriend was like, oh, she's not that bad. Like, how are you not hearing out? This is your friend, because they're friends, right?
Yeah.
No good.
Crazy.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
Don't stick your dick in crazy.
What does that mean?
It's a message for the
Where
guys.
did you get that from? Is that have you said that before?
No. It's from Call Her Daddy and Sophia.
Oh.
Okay.
My divorced parents.
I think that's pretty good. You came up with that on your own.
No. Everything I say is from someone else. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my nephew's father he cannot stay at my house with his wife and her kids? The fact that it's
Already
her kids.
not the asshole.
Woo. Okay, this one's kind of long, so buckle up.
Oh my god.
My nephew, quote unquote George, lives with me and my family. He is my sister's child, but she unfortunately passed away a few years ago. Her widower, right? Yeah. Eric remarried quickly. George didn't get on with Eric's wife and kids, and Eric paid no attention to him. 18 months ago, he came to live with me. Eric visits George at our house, and one weekend, a 1 weekend a month, a longer visit during the summer, and we took him to see Eric at Christmas time. All these visits are without his wife and her children, as the therapist feels it's important for George and Eric to rebuild their individual relationship. I won't say facilitating this has been easy. I love George like he's my own child, and to watch Eric flounder with a child he was supposed to take care of breaks my heart. It's hard for my husband too. All this to say, we are on a short fuse with Eric. I feel I have to be honest about that. Anyway, Eric is meant to be coming to us in August for 2 weeks. A few days ago, he asked if he could bring his wife and her kids. Apparently, she has been having a really rough time and is desperate for a holiday vacation, as are the kids. Parentheses, what the fuck. Eric also said it's been a real strain to keep his wife and kids away from his son, and splitting his time has been hard, and he really wants to keep mending the relationship between all of them. I was livid, but I went and spoke to my husband and then George. George was hurt that his dad was suggesting bringing them and said he didn't want to see them. Oh. I went back to Eric and said I couldn't control where his wife and kids are, but they won't be staying with us. If he wants to bring them, they can stay in a hotel, and when he is not visiting George, he can do what he wants. I made very clear that I am upholding what's been recommended by the therapist George sees, parentheses, what Eric knows because he has check-ins with the therapist. Both Eric and his wife have been up my ass about me not letting them stay. I have not blocked her because I like to collect evidence of what kind of person she is to send to Eric when he tries to act like she is not awful. Oh my god. Eric is saying he might not be able to come at all now because organizing child care for the kids is going to be hard, and his wife is becoming resentful of him not being around, etc. Basically, because I'm doing this, George might not see Eric at all for more than a weekend until Christmas. This is hurting me because Eric has been making a good effort until now, and George has been starting to trust him. I just feel like I'm ruining it. But if I let them all stay, then Eric won't get any one-on-one time with George anyway. Parentheses, the wife will make sure of that. Close parentheses. On top of us all having hellish house guests. I'm trying to enforce this boundary so that Eric has to man up and prioritize his son, but maybe I'm being too harsh because I might end up the opposite. That was a lot to unpack.
She is not the asshole.
Yeah.
She's protecting her nephew like her own.
Why is the new
child.
wife making everything about her, as if her husband's baby has anything to do with her?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
the therapist is saying that they shouldn't be involved.
Shame on the dad for not standing up for his son.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you just met this woman. You gave birth to this person.
Mm-hmm.
How... I don't want to say abandoning, because he's still, like, putting in very...
the bare minimum.
bars on the floor, low effort, minimum effort, but, like, at least he's, like, there, I guess. I don't know, man. She's definitely not the asshole. I wish her husband and the dad of the nephew could talk as, like, men and be like, look, we gotta figure this out.
Why can't men respect women's opinions?
Yeah.
It's that the wife is being so nasty that I feel like it just has to...
Yeah.
Because she's trying to be nice and do the right thing, and it's not getting across.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like her husband kind of has to come in and be like, hey, the nephew is living with them.
Yeah.
At that point, he's being more of a father, and
Yeah.
the actual dad of that person should feel ashamed of that.
Yeah.
And that's how I'd go... Like, not that I would, like, go in and try to, like, be like, I'm the alpha here, but, like, dude, I'm more of a father figure to your son right now. I'm keeping a roof over his head, giving him food on a daily basis, bringing him to school, and you only want to see him, like, once on the weekend until Christmas? Like, dude, you gave birth to this guy. You just met her.
I don't like that the dad canceled the trip to see the son because the wife wasn't feeling it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because she wanted to go.
Yeah, like, it's not about you.
No.
I mean, she's not the asshole. It just seems so convoluted. I don't even understand why.
Yeah, it's not what I thought I was clicking into. I'll tell you that. Especially with how long it was.
Yeah, that was shocking.
I hope Eric, the dad, got his shit together and was able to balance his firstborn child with his new wife and her kids. Because ultimately, too, like, he should consider blending the families. Like, if that's your new wife, your kid now has a step kid, and vice versa. Her kids have an older step sibling. Like, you're gonna want them to meet at some point, I assume. It doesn't have to be right away, but at some point.
And you'd think the wife would know that going into it. Like, there's another kid involved. This is not just gonna be me and my family now. Yeah,
I can't just run away from this life.
Damn,
unless, then this is really effed up. But like, what if that's what he wants?
The father, he wants to, wants to get rid of that part of him.
That's so sad.
That's so sad. But like, what if that's...
Honestly, that could be what's best for that baby.
Yeah,
clearly the dad doesn't care about him.
The dad is making that child an option.
Yeah.
And a child should never feel like an option.
Jeez, what a downer, Gina.
I'm sorry. It's okay. We've got one more from Julia, right?
Yeah.
She could bring it back.
I'll try. Am I the asshole for wearing white to a baby shower? I, 29 female, have been friends, Claire, 28 female, since high school. Oh, they didn't put a with, but with Claire. We have a small group of friends that have stayed close since then. Claire is pregnant and had her baby shower yesterday. I wore a white and blue floral sundress. I didn't think anything of it because, as far as I know, white is only inappropriate for a bridal event. When I arrived at the shower, Claire's mood seemed immediately sour and she was really cold toward me. Later, one of my other friends pulled me aside and asked me to leave. She said that Claire was offended by my attention-seeking behavior and that it was inappropriate to wear white to Claire's event, so I had left. I'm super confused. Like I said, I thought the white rule only applied to bridal events. Our friends are refusing to take sides, but I have a couple that told me I should apologize even if I don't think I'm wrong. Am I the asshole?
What?
Not to mention, it's blue and white.
Yeah.
And it's floral print.
And also, it doesn't matter.
It's a baby shower.
Yeah.
If anything, it's like blue or pink.
Yeah.
So who cares for white?
Yeah.
People
White
can
with
get
blue
over
on it.
themselves.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You already, I'm assuming, are married, so...
You had your moment. You had your time.
Yeah, white is for bridal stuff. That's
I find it hard to believe that no one else there had white.
Yeah. Not a single white part on their body.
And if they're best friends from high school, and the fact that she had to send another friend to go ask her to leave, the knife that would put in my heart.
Aww.
I don't think I'd ever be able to look at that friend in the face again. That would really...
Yeah.
I disrespected you so much that you can't even come ask me yourself or just have a conversation with me right here, right now. If the dress really bothers you that much, and, like, clearly I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to wear white to this.
Yeah, you're not plotting.
Like, but had you told me that you were going to wear white and you wanted to be the main attention, sure, I would have picked a different dress. You know what I mean?
Wedding.
But also, I'm curious of what Claire was wearing. Was she wearing white, too, that it was a problem?
Probably. For it to be this big of a deal... They didn't mention
it, though. They didn't say she was wearing white.
For it to be this big of a deal, though, I think so. Why even ask her to leave, then?
That is just the stupidest thing I've ever heard, though. Like, clearly, the one having the baby shower is the one with the huge belly. Like, no one's stealing the attention from you. You could tell.
People were definitely wearing white at my sister's baby shower.
It's it's hard to not wear white.
Yeah.
The only time you don't wear white is when you're going to something wedding related.
For a wedding, yeah. And she had I'm assuming she had her wedding moment already. She had the attention. This is for your baby now.
This actually reminds me, one of my coworkers is going to a bachelorette for her sister-in-law, and she was saying that one of the girls, I guess they're having theme nights for the week.
For the week?
Well, yeah.
Which is a lot.
Bachelorette trips are getting insane.
That's a lot. And so they're all sending their outfits of this one night just to be like, oh, this is what I'm wearing, whatever. One of the girls has bought a cream dress, but everyone in the chat apparently was like, oh my god, it's so cute, love it. And so my coworker was like, who's gonna tell, like, why is nobody saying anything that you should not be wearing cream?
The way that I'm gonna have that so blatantly clear on my website, like, it'll be front and center. Be like, no cream, no this, no that, no, like, none of that.
Yeah.
If it is above this Like, if it's above a latte level, you cannot wear it. And if you do show up wearing it, just know that one of my maid of honors will be throwing red wine on you, and we will not feel bad.
Me and Julie.
You guys can join in on it, too.
It's like PETA.
Literally. In front of her in every picture.
Nah, just
oh, my
It's
word.
pink now.
It exactly.
It's like an unspoken rule.
It is. But some bridal showers, it's like the bride will be wearing black and the whole party will wear white.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming it wasn't like that.
No, it's not.
But that's a planned thing.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's like multicolor. Everyone had different colors.
That's crazy.
Gosh. Use your brain.
Yeah, use your brain.
Or like friend, the mother having the baby. If you really want to be the only one wearing white that day, and this is your best friend of like 10 plus years because you go back to high school, why wouldn't you have been comfortable to tell her, hey, this is what I'm going to be wearing. I don't want anyone to be wearing anything similar, so please like plan accordingly now.
Or put on the
Also,
invitation.
it's a baby shower. You're wearing white, blue, or pink.
Yeah.
Or a neutral. Like,
Or literally anything.
It doesn't. Yeah. That makes no sense to me.
But that's what I'm saying. If she's that pressed by it, and this is your best friend, you should have been comfortable telling her like 2 months ago.
An obligatory invite. They were so close in high school. She had to invite her, but they're not on that level anymore. That's what it sounds like to me.
No. Reread it. Or like at least the beginning.
I've been friends with Claire since high school. We have a small group of friends that have stayed close since then.
Oh,
see,
you're right.
But you never know.
If they're close to the group and maybe not close themselves. I don't know. Still, you're in the group though. Just put it in the group chat then. Makes it even easier. Hey girly pops, this is what I'm going to wear. Please, nothing similar. Thanks, XOXO.
Also fake that the friends are not taking a side.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Stick up for her.
It's Louise.
Yeah.
Listeners, if you have any Am I the Assholes, write them in via our submission form, link in bio, or comment it down below if you're watching on YouTube, or honestly, send us like a little screenshot of one you want us to react to, like to our Instagram.
Yeah.
We would totally like be open. Like if you guys want to hear our reactions to Am I the Assholes that you're seeing, send them our way. We are girly pops that love to talk.
And that's all we have this week. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Give us a 5-star rating wherever you listen.
And before you go, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at theneighbors.pod, TikTok at theneighborspod, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Neighbors Pod. And last but not least, subscribe/follow wherever you get all of your podcasts. Thank you so much. We are your neighbors. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, neighbor.
Bye.